G'day all and welcome back to Murder Valley. Something I've been getting up the last couple of weeks is I've been getting more and more of these 3D printed rims out. But one of the things I really wanted to work on, which is actually useful, is the collection of Auto World extractions that I've made at the back, which came as deluxe pit kits, same as these, which I believe are getting recalled, or Auto World's not going to offer them anymore. So if you want them and you see them, buy them now because they're not going to be around. Anyway, one of the things that I found with them is that the front axles quite often are bent. Some of them are bent out of the packet. So the last race, mate, I rushed through, got these done. We raced them. I took the standard pickup shoes off. Like, I don't use those at all, so I put the Viper versions on. And I took didn't put the original tyres on them. I put some foam tyres on them, but still, they're really, really bouncy in the front. And one of the things that I wanted to fix was the bounciness in the front. Now, when you've got a front axle, and I'm not actually going to do it because somebody else might want this and I couldn't be bothered straightening it, but I could bend this axle just with my hands like that. They're a bit soft. It's like they're a bit like a nail because they're independent. So one wheel just spins on the axle with like a head on it, and the other end, it's very much like a nail. So I don't know what they're using, but it could do with being a little bit stronger. So one of the things that I wanted to do was to upgrade the front axles to high-speed steel, which is same as a drill blank. So this is what I've done. So I've 3D printed some rims for them. So I've made some mini lights for them, painted them all different colors because I can. And then I've made some custom-made foam tyres. So I've actually got 2.2mm sidewall on them all, and same size front and rear. So I've actually made the same size rim that I would normally put on a Bulldog or Turbo. Well, here's a Turbo chassis here. So I normally make the front tyres a bit smaller on these to make these sit flat. But obviously when I'm building these, the idea is to still get the chassis flat. So I made the back at 2.2mm and then worked out what was flat, and I've ended up with 2.2mm at the front. There we go, there's a bit of track, and you'll see the bit of, there is not a large, let me just bring a light round behind. That is a low chassis. Alright, so I reckon that's perfect height. But like I said, these wheels I've made the same as if I'd make rims for a Tommy Turbo or Bulldog. So they're the same dimension as Tommy Turbo / Bulldog rims. So they're 5mm wide in the front, 7mm wide on the back, and all 7mm diameter. So they're flat the whole way across, the same as these. Because I don't need flanges on the back of my foam tyres because they actually grip. It wouldn't be any good with a silicone tyre or a rubber tyre. You'd have to glue them on. But anyway, that's another story. So what I've done is I've put these on there. I've stuck them on my little Murder Valley Time Attack Challenge track, run them round. These cars, compared to what they were, are so much better now. So much better. I pulled the button magnets out of them. Not even running it at all, and they're still just glorious to drive. Those magnets are not staying there. But yeah, so they're glorious to drive like that. Wow, it sits there all that time and now doesn't want to. So okay. So other rims that I've been printing out. Obviously, I've got the mini lights, same as what's on the Corvette here. The Fuchs rims as on the Porsche. These are some new ones that I've made up. These are CR Kais. And then I've got some BBS mesh that I've got on my Murder Valley Time Attack Challenge extraction chassis. There's a mouthful. But yeah, so, and then I've got down here some Worker Motion 5s, some TE37s, which is something I printed the 5s yesterday. The TE37s I've printed today. Obviously they're more mini lights, but these are what are they called? Apache 2s. I think they're NK as well. And then yeah, the same rims that are on the Porsche, the Fuchs rims. So here's a question. if you were making rims or you were looking at buying rims, what would you prefer? Straight spokes, like just straight rims like this, or with the disc up behind? Now, every single one of the rims that I've printed has, so you can see straight through the rim. So every single one. I have the spoke that goes from front to rear, and I have the hole that goes from front to rear. So that way I get the strength, I get the whole rim supported, so I've got strength the whole way through, and I've got the lightweightness of the fact that it's not solid. It also makes it so that when you paint it, you don't just end up with a lump of just paint, like a painted face that you can't make detail out on. A bit like when you've got the original Tomy Turbo rims, etc., and you try to paint those, and the holes between the spokes sort of don't show up, and it just looks like a painted mess, I suppose. It will not with enough definition in it anyway. So I came up with this idea of putting the discs up behind, and the CR Kais have done the same thing. So what I've done here, just need the light to try and capture this. What I've done with this is I've put the disc up behind it. I've painted the rim chrome. Why can I not? I did this before, and I tested this before the video. I cannot do it now. But yeah, so there's a disc up behind it. There, you can see it there on the front. So I've painted the whole front of the rim chrome, and then I've painted the face of the wheel in bronze afterwards. Obviously, I can't put a caliper on there because the caliper would spin around with the wheel, and it'd probably put it out of balance as well. But look, I thought these wheels in the real world look really cool, and on the computer it looked really cool, but in application I think the 7mm OD or outside diameter is a bit small for them, and they look a bit in the smaller sizing. So I think these rims are only going to look any good if I make them slightly larger, so it looks like the big wheel, low profile tire look. But yeah, so I don't know, what do you give me some feedback? I can easily add, you wouldn't see discs on those. You can see through these. There is, yeah, you can just, it is very fine. Come on. But you can see, it's because I probably painted them a bit. I've filled up the flutes, but those go from, those tires are too wide. That's why the light's struggling to get through. But yeah, you can clearly see through those when they're first printed, straight the way through them. So yeah, so if I was printing rims, what do you guys think? Do you is the disc up behind them a good thing, or just print them like this? So let's do a little comparison video. What looks better? So I've got the mini lights on the Corvette versus the standard rims on a Tomy Turbo, obviously the orange versions. Yeah, there's all sorts of different colours. Don't have a chassis out just now with, oh, wait, this will look better. This will look better than the yellow ones. Not a complete chassis, but it has wheels. So I don't know, what looks better, that or this? I think that looks better. But look, I've been spending a bit of money lately setting myself up to be able to do stuff like custom rims. This is something I've wanted to do for ages. I've put the time into learning the 3D CAD software so I can make these things and make them suit. So yeah, so it's cost me a bit of money. It's cost me a bit of time. I've got there, but I'm now making the stuff that I want to be able to make, and to me that's fantastic. And I'm actually really looking forward to. So here's one of my old racing bodies. I think these TE37s will look awesome. Can I even set it up? I think these will look awesome under that Nissan S15 body. I'm just really looking forward to getting some of the rims. So I mentioned this last video. I want to get this tourist coach, and I want to pull the chassis out of that, and I want to turn that into a slot bus. One of the things, these wheels look a bit naff, so I will now I'm down with how to do this sort of stuff. I will make some wheels that fit on this and fit narrow enough, because it's a bit, where'd those chassis go? It's a bit narrower than a slot car chassis. So I might 3D print a chassis at the back and narrow the rear end up so that I can get it in there and get wheels and leave it that narrow, because it looks silly with the wheels tucked out. But yeah, but 3D printing and being able to 3D print wheels and make my own tyres, it is definitely going to open up to me being able to do stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe if I make a good result of it, I might resin cast the body and start making a few of them, and then we can race buses. How cool will that be? But yeah, so anyway, that's just things I'm doing, things I'm up to. I will say that after changing these wheels over and the tyres, that I put them on the track, and they just drive so good now compared to what they were, because they don't bounce. And I took the button magnets out. So I'm running these things around. I think with the button magnet, I was running them around at 16 volts, and they were okay to drive. Took the button magnet out. I'm running them around at 15 volts. And they're just, I haven't even cleaned the tyres on them yet. And I'm stoked with how good they drive. I reckon that's a good result. But let me know what you think in the comments, whether you think these have come up better or not compared to the stock standard wheel. I don't know why Auto World, they've changed their wheels. Look at the front. They're like such a massive piece of plastic, and then there's the tire only goes from there to there. It's like, why? And there's no, why is there offset in the front rim and none in the back? That's the way you do it. You do no offset in the front, or less, and then you do more in the back, right, for the staggered look. What is that? Why? Don't understand it. And when these are sitting in the chassis, there's so much more axle you could use. You could stick wider tyres on them. So this is what I've done, and I will stick a photo up. Let's say I'll put it, I don't know, put it about there. What I've had to do, because I put wider back tyres on, I've just lightly ground. Let's see if we can. I've just lightly ground the button magnet holder so I can run the rim full width. Yeah, okay, I don't have the tyre full width, but I don't know. I'll see what the boys think. If the boys like these like this, and we don't use, because we've got some new guys, if they like them like this, I'll take the button magnets along. If the new guys don't like them so much like this, I'll stick the button magnets back in. But I'm pretty confident that these drive so much better than the last race, mate. But yeah, how's that? Black rims with the extra. They're hard to get on camera. So they're unpainted. They're straight out of the 3D printer, installed. So what have we got? Yeah, right. Let's go through them. Charcoal, chrome, bright gold, black, which is obviously what I've just shown. Show the detail on the wheel. Come on, there we go. They look so much better in real life. Bronze. And then these ones, I should have, before I put the tyres on, I should have put clear coat, but they're just plain white. These are all sort of standard colours of the Mini Light rim, but the white is not. Oh no, I just ran out of options. Oh, look, I could have done a painted centre and a chrome outer. Could have. Still might. Who knows? Might just put some clear on them. Might just leave them. Don't know. But got a race meet next Sunday, and we'll see what the new boys think of them. And then we're running the Galants as well. Yeah, and then I've got some, in the future, I've got TFX chassis I'm doing bodies for. So I'll probably end up sticking, what have I got here? I'm working on, this one. I'm working on this Toyota AE86 body. I've got a TFX shaker here somewhere. Here we go. Everything's stuck to the magnet. So that is completely untrimmed. That is straight out of the, well, pretty much straight out of the mould. It's got a bit of flashing removed and that's it. But I reckon they're going to look cool. And now that I'm starting to do these rims, who knows, I might even make up my own rims for the TFX. Why not? Why not? I can do whatever I want, they're my cars. But yeah, look, I'm loving the fact that I can do this. I'd encourage others to sit there and have a go as well, but you got to be able to learn to drive 3D CAD. If you can't drive a 3D CAD program, you're sort of limited with the 3D printer as to what you can buy that other people have already designed. So, but yeah, but if you're up for that sort of stuff, I recommend it. I reckon it's great. I'm loving it. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you like the sort of stuff that I'm putting up, like and subscribe, show your mates, give me some feedback in the comments. Should I print rims with discs or without? I don't know. I sort of like both. But yeah, and definitely the CR Kais, they need to be bigger. I don't think they need to be 4-gear size, like rear rims, because they're like 10 mil. It'd look like a roller skate, then it'd look silly. But maybe step them up to 8 or 9, 8.5 even. I don't know. But I can make whatever size tyre I want, so I mean I'd have to make a new cutter for the centre hole, but I can make whatever size tyre I want, so it's easy enough for me to do. I'm not limited like others to what size they make silicons and rubber tyres in. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Can you think of a car that these rims would look better on? I mean, that's just a 300ZX that I've just dropped in some IPA, isopropyl alcohol to, and it just took all the tampos just straight off. But yeah, didn't even damage the sticker on the front of the window. But yeah, anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you back on the next one, and hopefully I'll have some more tuning, custom stuff, blah blah blah. Who knows, might even get I'll try and get some better rims on this thing. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.